After my family went bankrupt, I saw my husband's group chat. Every day I get checked on and have to be home by 9. No smell of alcohol or smoke, a bunch of stupid rules, and they treat me like a dog. She keeps bossing me around now that her family's bankrupt. I'll divorce her. I no longer dare to meddle, nor care for him, nor boss him around. Why don't you care? Why don't you order me around? Do you have another dog? Yan didn't get home until 9:01. Just as he was about to walk in, I stopped him and demanded irritably. Traffic was so bad I was only a minute late. No big deal, right? Do you know what time it is? Pei Yan frowned impatiently and glanced down at his watch. I snorted coldly. If you dare to come home 1 minute late today, tomorrow you'll dare to be 10 minutes late. And after that, won't you dare to stay out all night? He hesitated, speechless. A few seconds of standoff. I was wrong. Please let me in, okay? I snort softly. Fine, I'll let it slide this time. If you come back late again, don't even think about getting in. Just then, my dad called. Bad news first. Dad, are you being childish? I'll hear the good news first. After a moment of silence, my dad said, Let's start with the bad news first. We're bankrupt. I stood frozen. Go abroad. Just stay with Pei Yan and live a good life. He won't treat you poorly. Once your mom, dad, and brother settle abroad, we'll call you. With that, my dad hung up. Leave me alone, a mess. Pei Yan walks out of the bathroom carrying a footbath bucket filled with hot water. He placed the footbath bucket in front of me, squatted down, and skillfully helped me take off my socks. The warmth brought me back. What's wrong? You look terrible. Pei Yan, as if expecting this, calmly said, My family went bankrupt. Your family's company was already on the brink of collapse. I put money in to help your dad, but the deficit was too massive. There was no saving it. I look at Pei Yan. I can't accept this right now. Get up and go to bed. I couldn't sleep soundly and woke up in the middle of the night. Pei Yan beside me is already asleep with his eye mask on, but the phone on his nightstand lit up. I couldn't sleep, so I quietly grabbed my phone. His password is my birthday. I made him set it this way so he'd never forget my birthday. I entered the password and opened WeChat, Brothers Group WeChat. Our Yanga finally showed some backbone for once. It's a group message from his brother. Frowning, I scroll up for the chat history. What a temper. Make the most of this opportunity. Bro Yen, show us your old style and prove you're not henpecked. See? Don't listen to your bro, and you'll pay for it. I said it before we got married. Miss Jiang is indeed beautiful, but she has a terrible temper. Our bro Yan is a big shot in public, but at home he's treated like a puppet on a string by the young lady, trampling his pride into the dirt. Once brother Yan cures his partner, let's drink all night long. Agreed. +1. My hands are trembling a little, but I keep scrolling up through the chat history. She's really pushing it. She actually wants me to wash her feet, treating me like a servant. I didn't move a muscle. She's on her period and used my target to shoot. Can fight hunger. I stay far away, not daring to move, and she still calls me heartless, saying I don't care about her. Stepped in phlegm. I was just sitting next to her and barely moved, and she threw a pillow at me, saying I was bothering her. Now even breathing is a fucking mistake. She doesn't treat me like a human. I turned off my phone, still reeling. So Pei Yan has that many complaints about me. He definitely hates me and really wants to divorce me. I've got nothing now. My parents and little brother moved abroad. I can't get through to them anymore. What should I do if we get divorced? My marriage to Pei Yan was arranged by our families. Pei Yan had a first love from their college days. They had barely started dating when their families tore them apart. Madame Pei gave that girl $1 million and sent her abroad. After that, he never dated again. He seemed reluctant up until taking over the company and marrying me. Probably can't get over their first love. I don't mind. Among all the marriage candidates, Pei Yan is the best choice. He's got top-notch looks, physique, and abilities. We only met once before we got married, then hastily tied the knot and moved in together. And he's clean, never had a mistress. He's so busy with work that he won't be home until late. You're really disturbing my beauty sleep. I was pampered as a child, and after marriage, I won't make myself suffer either. And most of the time, I reek of alcohol. I hate the smell of alcohol. So I set a rule. Must be home by 9 p.m. And no smell of alcohol or smoke. I angrily changed the lock on the house door. Pei Yan didn't think much of it at first, still coming home late, reeking of alcohol. He knocked for ages before I slowly opened the door and warned, "Next time you come home late, or if I smell alcohol on you, don't bother coming in." He laughed in anger, so I gradually started bossing Pei Yan around. I only eat fruit, shrimp, and crab if they've been peeled. I want him to bring the foot bath and wash my feet. If the water's too hot or too cold, dump it and refill until I'm satisfied. Even when I'm grumpy on my period, I'll still take it out on him. My mom bosses my dad around like this, so I never thought anything of it. But times have changed. I must turn over a new leaf. I can't let Pei Yan dislike me. I was planning to get up and make breakfast for Pei Yan, but I didn't get up. Instead, Pei Yan woke up. I habitually stuck out my foot. He picks up the socks and puts them on me. Halfway through, I realized something was wrong. I can't keep bossing him around like this. I sprang up and snatched my socks from his hand. "Honey, I'll do it myself." Even I'm not used to it. I've never called Pei Yan husband before, and the words just slipped out. I'm not the only one feeling out of place. A strange flicker passes through Pei Yan's eyes. He froze for a few seconds, gets up, and leaves. When I finished washing up and came to the living room, Pei Yan's breakfast was already on the table. He set the freshly squeezed juice in front of me, then changed his clothes and got ready to head out. Before leaving, he walked up to me with a sour face and was about to kiss me. It's my rule. You have to kiss me before you leave. Though he obeys, he always looks reluctant. I didn't dare to force him, so I pushed him away. "All right, hurry up and go to work." He gave me a look that said, "Let's see what you're up to now." He only turned and left after I urged him again, but as soon as he reached the door, he turned and strode toward me, reaches out and lifts my chin, kissed fiercely. He only stopped when I was breathless from his kiss. He wiped his mouth and stared at me with disgust. "Could you stop playing these little tricks? Playing hard to get doesn't suit you." I'm completely confused. Playing hard to get? What tricks am I playing? That evening, Pei Yan called. "It's okay if you don't come home. I'm being so understanding here." He doesn't hate me anymore, right? I didn't have the maid cook. I ordered fried chicken and cola. To stay in shape, I only eat once a month. Watch TV on the sofa for a bit. Hear footsteps outside. Delivery's here. I thought the delivery was here, so I ran barefoot to open the door. Pei Yan looks at my bare feet. Frowning, he picked me up and put me on the sofa. "Are you really that excited just because I'm back?" said disdainfully. I glanced at the time. It was only around 8. "Why are you back so early? Weren't you going to hang out with friends?" Don't think I can't hear the sarcasm in your voice. You just don't want me to go, do you? Where was I being sarcastic? Without waiting for me to explain, he took off his suit and went to the kitchen, rolls up sleeves and starts cooking. I'm sitting on the sofa when Pei Yan's phone lights up again. In the kitchen, out of sight from the living room, I quietly grabbed my phone and messaged Pei Yan's brother's group again. Pei Yan. She's mad. Not today. Her family went bankrupt, and she's still so. Yanga, what's going on? Can you have some spine? This is my last indulgence for her, for the sake of our marriage. Everything went black. Speechless. It's not like I'm angry. You'd better keep your word. My vision went black. No, Taeyeon's birthday party is at the villa in the suburbs. Almost every notable person in the capital attended. Halfway through the banquet, "Miss Jang, there's a girl outside who says she knows Mr. Pei, but she doesn't have an invitation. Should we let her in?" I thought for a moment and then followed the security guard out. I recognized that girl, Pei Yan's first love, Shen Wan. I just want to see him once. I would have scoffed at that before. After all, I've got my family backing me up. But now that Pei Yan's gone, he doesn't like me either. He might divorce me at any moment. But I don't dare let her in either, afraid that Pei Yan might still have feelings for her and rekindle the old flame. That would just be doing all the work for someone else. The security guard asked me. I held back and just shook my head, had a few drinks. My head's a bit dizzy. I went upstairs to the break room and rested for a while. As I came downstairs, I saw Shen Wan had already come in at some point. It seemed to be talking about something. Suddenly, a man's voice speaks in my ear. Your husband's chatting with his first love. Don't you want to go over and hear what they're saying? I turned and glanced at the man, recognized him. The Pei and Shen families have been friends for generations. but Pei Yan and Shenzei's relationship is at rock bottom. If not for the elders of both families, it might have already fought to the death. I ignored him and turned to go upstairs. Miss John? I'm sincerely trying to help you. Why are you ignoring me? Shenzei kept following behind me, chattering nonstop. I'm so sad, but I'm always happy to help. If you need a divorce, just ask me. You know our family has been lawyers for generations, especially a professional divorce team, to help you split Yan Yan's assets. Who said I would? Stop fooling yourself. Isn't it only a matter of time? That hit a sore spot. So mad. You two only married because your families were a good match. Now that your family's gone bankrupt, he has no feelings for you, and his first love is back. I kicked Shenzei hard. I only felt relieved when he cried out in pain. Turn and continue upstairs. Ow, you didn't have to stomp so hard. I pace irritably in the lounge. Every minute, every second is agony. Can only keep comforting myself. When the door opened, I thought it was Shenzei coming to find me again. Peeved, she grabbed the wine and splashed it in his face, turning and seeing it was Pei Yan's face. The drink's already at my face. Pei Yan froze slightly as the wine dripped down through the hair on his forehead. What did I do to upset you now? His face darkened, his voice laced with anger. You won't even give me my birthday? No, I'm not. He didn't listen to my explanation, slammed the door and left. I'm screwed. He definitely thinks I'm a hot-tempered, spoiled brat, and he hates my guts. Sitting on the couch, I can feel divorce getting closer. Guests are leaving the banquet one after another. The nanny stays to clean up. Pei Yan and I get in the car to head back to our apartment downtown. We didn't say a word the whole way. After getting home, Pei Yan went to the bathroom to shower. I'm lying in bed with my head under the covers. My head's a tangled mess. The more I think, the more confused and sleepy I get. I fell asleep without realizing it. Half asleep, I felt someone pull me into their arms, bite my shoulder. I groaned twice in discomfort. Only then did he let go, replacing it with a few gentle kisses. Pei Yan went on a business trip the next day. I'm meeting up with my girls to go shopping and clear my head. Buying a lot of things made me feel a little better. Don't worry, it's just a little first love. If they really intended to rekindle an old flame, they wouldn't be chatting so openly in public. That made sense, so I felt a bit better and rewarded myself by buying a whole bunch more stuff. Then I called the bodyguard to come help me move my stuff home. Back home, I lay on the couch and was about to video call Pei Yan to check up on him. I can't go on like this. I toss my phone aside and start binge watching. Let me finish reading. Over 40 video calls. I thought it was urgent, so I called him back right away. Video call ended. I'm a little mad the video got hung up on me. How dare you hang up on me? The door opens. Pei Yan strode toward me as if he'd been walking in a rush. Strands of hair plastered to his damp forehead, his breathing still ragged. I hadn't asked yet. Wasn't he on a business trip? Why was he back? Why aren't you answering the phone? Phone's on silent. Bingo, you got me. He was stunned for a moment. You're overthinking it. Pei Yan's university invited him back to give a speech at the school anniversary. We must never give her an opening. Pei Yan didn't refuse. Can I come with you to the school anniversary? Suit yourself. I offered to go with him because I heard Shen Wan would be at the school anniversary too. The school was bustling on its anniversary day, celebrating our school's XX anniversary. It's truly an honor for our school to have President Pei back for a speech. You're too kind, Principal. Pei Yan and I went in, and he started chatting with the principal. I was bored, so I wandered around. Some boys are playing basketball on the playground. Nice shot, pass it to me. Quite a crowd. I'm gonna check it out. Not gonna lie, those guys playing basketball have really nice physiques, especially one with a perfect lean build and a really handsome face. So cool. Nice throw. I cheer the moment he scores. Suddenly, Pei Yan's icy voice came from behind. Having fun watching? I was startled by Pei Yan's sudden appearance. Why do you walk so quietly? Could you be too obsessed? I said, oh, that guy's really good at playing and his body is amazing. He paused. He took off his suit jacket, threw it onto me, and walked toward the group of guys playing basketball. Roll up my shirt sleeves. It's Senior Pei Yan. Those boys recognized him as their senior. Hey, senior, want to play around together? Come play with us. I don't get why he's wearing leather shoes to join in the fun. Not sure if others are going easy on him. He sank a few three-pointers in a row. Looks pretty talented. After sinking another three-pointer, he glanced over at me. It was then I noticed Shen Wan was also in the crowd. After it ends, the crowd disperses. She's standing not far from me. Shen Wan followed the crowd toward the podium. I haven't fought in years, and wearing a suit really restricts my movement. Otherwise, I could have done better. Pei Yan complained that I was spacing out and not listening to him. Are you listening to me? What did you say? I snapped out of it. What did I do to upset him now? Harder to please than me. Before the school anniversary, Shen Wan is surrounded by underclassmen. We've heard the story about you and the senior. He's downstairs at the dorm. I sat aside, a pang of jealousy rising in my heart. I scrolled through our school's confession wall and even saw a photo of a senior and his girlfriend. They make such a perfect couple. Senior, are you two still together? Senior, are you here with your upperclassmen today? Pei Yan gave me flowers, but I made him buy them for me. He's never bought me anything on his own. Back home, I lie on my bed and play on my phone. Pei Yan came out of the shower with a towel wrapped around his waist. Steam rises from his body, his abs and V-line on full display, droplets rolling along his muscles. I glanced up at him, a little tempted. After we got married, I set a rule. 4 times a week, no less, no more. Not enough to satisfy, too much to handle. Business tricks have kept us apart. We haven't talked in 3 days. I really want to pounce on you like I used to. But every time Pei Yan talks to me, he seems unwilling. It's like I ordered him to do it. I wouldn't dare push him right now. I looked down at my phone to distract myself. Pei Yan is always hanging around in front of me. I couldn't help but look up at him. Can you put on some clothes? He shot me a glance, found some pajamas, and put them on. The 9:30 alarm goes off. I put on my eye mask for my beauty sleep. But Pei Yan beside me kept tossing and turning. Back then, I'd have kicked him out already. But now I just have to endure. I took off the blindfold and patted him. Can't sleep? Pei Yan turned around and pressed me down.